Hey everyone, Chelsea here with the Champagne Agency. Talking today about the zip code that you live in and the impact it has on your premium. So now that we've talked about your driving records, we wanted to discuss a factor that also affects your insurance costs, which is where you live. Your zip code plays a surprisingly large impact in determining your rate for your policy. Now, how location affects insurance. Insurance companies often take into account the location where your vehicle is primarily parked at. So in urban areas like Detroit, Grand Rapids, typically rate higher due to increased risk, accidents, theft, and vandalism. Now, more rural areas, however, usually see lower rates. The role of the claim history in your zip also is a factor. So insurance companies keep track of claims in different areas. So if you live in a zip code where higher number of accidents or thefts, expect to see higher premiums. This is especially important to keep in mind when shopping for insurance if you're moving to a new area. Again, different zip codes. If you're moving from Monroe to Detroit, you're going to see a pretty significant increase going from a more, area where there's not a lot of traffic, not a lot of accidents, crime, things like that, versus going to Detroit where there is a ton of traffic and things of that nature. So high risk versus low risk zip codes. There's a clear difference between high risk and low risk areas. High risk zip codes often near major cities or congested traffic areas where accidents are more likely to happen. So if you're in a low risk area, you'll benefit from lower premiums as insurers see less risk and what you can do about it. So while you can't change your zip code, some insurance companies do offer other discounts such as good driving, low mileage, or even using their telematics programs, which we've talked about in previous videos. What's also nice too is us here at the Champagne Agency, we will shop your policies in other carriers to find the best fit for you, in regards to where you're living. So location, it's a huge factor, but keep this in mind. The zip codes can always influence premiums, but we'll always compare quotes for you and the different carriers that we work with. If you are thinking about moving, give us a call and ask the questions. How do you think this is going to affect my rate? We can always quote it out for you, or at least have an idea if you know the city that you're moving to. So give us a call or shoot us an email, and we'd be happy to help. Have a good day.